So this is Langhe Nebbiolo. I like to put some Nebbiolo in level 1, and usually in level 2 we'll put the Barolo. It will be, I always suggest to the level 1, if they like the wine club at a certain point, to move to the level 2, because the ideal will be if you find some friends and to have both. We also give a special discount to have a subscription of both levels, so you can get the younger version of the wine and the more complex version of the wine. Nevertheless, when we talk about Nebbiolo, we talk about a grape variety that can be, it can be aged, even if it's not a Barolo. Sobrero is one of my best friends of Pierre Langhe. For people that don't know, when we talk about Langhe, we're talking about northwest of Italy, little village called Barolo, that in the last 15-20 years possibly became one of the most important wines in the world. I would say the Burgundy and Langhe have a lot of similarities. There are only few regions in the world where the place where the wine is coming from is more important than the winemaker. So somehow there you train your palate, because most of the winemakers will try to make effort to make a wine that tastes of the place where it's coming from, instead of putting their footprint on the wine and say this wine is made by me and this is my name. So, and Langhe Nebbiolo is a grape variety that doesn't really need presentation. I would say that is the opposite of a Zinfandel. His characteristic is not on the fruit flavor, but on these tertial aromas that comes out usually on the aging process. This is a baby, it's a 2020, of course, and so you have a type of wine that is more easy to drink than Barolo, and maybe ready to drink even when it's young. Barolo maybe needs a bit more time. I haven't been tasting this wine in a while, so last time it was like 3 months. 14 degrees in alcohol. Vintages in the last 15 years, global warming, believe it or not, is changing a bit the characteristic of the wine, especially in the Langhe area. It means that the wines are getting slightly warmer and warmer every year. They're not struggling yet, winemakers, at the moment. It's kind of in a golden age. Maybe they will in the future, for the fact that maybe you will lack a bit of acidity, and Nebbiolo without acidity is a fruit juice with alcohol. So this is so didactic, I would say. Licorice and violet, the viola liquirizia, we say when we describe Barolo or Nebbiolo. There are the two main characteristics, similar to the Sangiovese. I call Sangiovese the little brother of Nebbiolo. Nebbiolo is slightly more, mature and complex. And I would say this one is totally perfect. And it says the 3-4 things that the Nebbiolo has to say. Tannins are perfectly balanced, slightly dry your palate. If you're used to fruity wines, maybe this is a wine you need to get used to it. I used to say that Nebbiolo is an old and nasty man. It takes a while, a bit of wine to, to warm it up so that he can tell you interesting stories. And it's refreshing, but at the same time it's deep. This is an apparently simple wine. It's really complex. Flavio Sobrero, they make, it's a family business. I don't think they make more than 35,000 bottles in total. Of this wine specifically, I think it's not more than 5,000-6,000. So small production, of course. And I would go here with something slightly fat. You need to have something fat that rebalances the acidity of the wine. Thank you.